Hey all, Honda just announced a mild refresh for their minivan Honda Odyssey for the 2025 model year, along with some nice tech upgrades. So let's talk about the changes for 2025, including trims, pricing, exterior and interior changes. Is it enough to stay competitive in the segment? Let's find out. Let's start with trims and pricing. For 2025, Honda dropped the base EX trim, bringing the total number of trim levels from 5 to 4. The new base trim is now the EXL, which starts at $43,315. That's $3,680 more than the last year's entry trim, which is quite significant. Honda has done this in the past. If you recall the X DLX trim in 2023, the starting price for the 2022 LX was $34,335. So in just 3 years, the entry price has increased by nearly $9,000. But the bad news doesn't end there. Every trim for 2025 includes some price increase. As you can see on this chart, the Elite trim had the smallest increase of $510, while the Touring saw the largest bump of $1,110. For 2025, the Honda Odyssey gets sportier styling with slightly more aggressive grille design and a reshaped front fascia with larger black fog light surrounds. The rear end got some minor changes as well. The rear fascia was also slightly reshaped and, funnily enough, it integrates the same vertical reflectors as the second-gen Acura NSX supercar. Honda must have had a lot of them left in the parts bin after they axed the NSX in 2022. That being said, Honda thought it was important for you to know that your new Odyssey shares some parts with the NSX, even if it's just the reflectors. So much so that they actually mentioned it in their press release. All trims got new redesigned wheels, with the top trim getting a set of new 19-inch machine-finished alloys. The kid hauler is also getting some new colors as well. Honda is adding smoke blue pearl and solar silver metallic colors to the existing lineup. Oh great! Another silver car on the road. How exciting! Moving on the inside, the 2025 Odyssey features a new 7-inch digital dash on the left side and a traditional physical speedometer on the right, standard on all trims. Also standard on every trim is a new 9-inch infotainment screen, up an inch from the outgoing model, with a faster processor for smoother experience. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are now standard on every trim also, as well as the heating plate for your phone, also known as a wireless charger, and some USB-C ports sprinkled throughout the cabin. Moving to the rear, the Touring and Elite trims get a new rear seat infotainment with a bigger 12.8-inch screen, which replaces the old 10.2-inch system. The HDMI input for your streaming media was also moved to the center console for your convenience. What hasn't changed for 2025 though is the powertrain. It is still the good old naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 that produces respectable 280 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque delivered to the wheels through a 10-speed automatic transmission. The EPA mileage rating for this setup is 22 mpg combined. No hybrid option is available. If you want a hybrid, look at literally any other competitor in the segment, as each offers a hybrid variant. Which brings me to the original question at the beginning of this video. Is this enough to stay competitive in the segment? I'm not entirely sure. This generation of Odyssey has been around since 2018. For 2025, I expected an all-new redesign and not a facelift, which suggests that the current gen will stick around for at least few more years. This update is rather minor and did not change all that much. The Odyssey is getting a bit long in the tooth, and people were expecting a new gen, not a second facelift. They still do not offer an all-wheel drive or a hybrid system. The V6 is nice, and the Odyssey drives and handles better than any hybrid minivan on the market today, and that's what I would personally choose if I were shopping for one. But I'm not the target demographic for this vehicle. Many families prefer fuel economy to the driving dynamics. There is a reason why dealers are still charging markups for the Toyota Sienna. That being said, Odyssey's sales are still pretty good in 2024. In Q2 2024, they were in second place, ahead of Toyota Sienna and Kia Carnival, with Chrysler Pacifica leading the list. Which is surprising given their reliability issues. While I am worried a bit that Honda is falling a little bit behind the curve here, their sales numbers are saying otherwise. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think this mild refresh is enough to keep Honda competitive in the segment? Let me know in the comments below. That's all from me for today, and thanks for watching. Bye.